Light Show. This week we'll relive selected races from Saturday, June 26. 10 races were contested, including the feature event, the Supreme Ventures Limited 20th Anniversary Trophy, which saw Panamanian jockey Dick Cardenas secure a monumental achievement. However, race 1 is where we'll begin, which was an optional claiming event. Horse number 3, Cruise Lava Cruise, was scratched at the gate, leaving 12 entries to compete over 1,600 meters.
Last one appears to be in field in line immediately thereafter for the first. Tarantino just a shade slowly out with Nala's Bushman, who does running late. As they charge down the backstretch and sort themselves out, Bay Commander comes up now on the outside to challenge for that lead. Sharp Skirt is right there near the rail. These going at it. Stormy Lady in between them. And Bay Commander and Stormy Lady now move away from Sharp Skirt, reserved in third as they arrive at the 6. They're tracked closely by Sacrifice in the blue with the white sleeves. Isotope on the outside of the favorite Rackaway. My Mum just in the bright colors racing out just 3 wide. Whatever has made some progress, right with the mob beginning to progress also against the rail. They're followed up by Ratio, a break back to Tarantino, and Nala's Bushman is last. They're about to arrive at the half mile and go running into that turn. They're beginning to group up tightly on the lead as they now leave the half mile and make their way into the bend. Bay Commander is on the outside. Sharp Skirt trying to stick with Bay Commander. My Mum just is 3 lengths in behind them and under a ride. Stormy Lady now beginning to go the wrong way. Rackaway asked to make progress as they leave the 3/8 pole. Sacrifice just in behind them toward the outside of horses. That appears to be on the inside rail. Stormy Lady beginning to back right out of it, but the field of turn for home. A quarter of a mile to run, and it's Bay Commander holding on to that lead from Sharp Skirt. Rackaway now begins a run right against the fence. My Mum just in the yellow sleeves is further back, but it is Bay Commander with the advantage as they arrive at the furlong pole. Bay Commander being driven out by Dane Nelson. Here is Rackaway and Tevin Foster now closing with a flourish on the rail, and Rackaway sweeps through. Gets that lead from a tiring Bay Commander. Rackaway will romp the first, winning by 5, maybe more over Bay Commander. My Mum just is third. Nala's Bushman fourth. Whatever is fifth.
A magnificent late charge led Rackaway and jockey Tevin Foster to the winner's enclosure. Second went to Bay Commander, followed by My Mom Joss and Nala's Bushman. Race 2 saw a field of 8 contest, a maiden condition event, sprinting the distance of 1,100 meters.
That's the trip. This is the second. Off and racing Crafty Zelazine, standing up, just coming out of the gate and standing up as Nydon shows speed and goes for that lead. It's Nydon from Queen Destiny in second. Valiant is third. Mighty Chelsea on the rail. On the outside, Up Top Boss and Up Top Boss as they pass the 4, making very good progress. Then comes Lion's Den, and at the back, Bacola. Going toward the 3 furlong point on the course, and it's Nydon from on the outside, Up Top Boss. On the rail, that is Queen Destiny. Lion's Den is making apart shoe horses. Right in the middle, that is Mighty Chelsea. They turn for the 2, passing the 2. It is Nydon in front. Nydon in front. Mighty Chelsea looking good on the outside. In between horses, that's Up Top Boss. It's Mighty Chelsea, Nydon. These are the 2 that's fighting for it between horses. That's Up Top Boss. And now Mighty Chelsea is the front. And Mighty Chelsea going away. This is the Champions League. It's Mighty Chelsea in front of Up Top Boss. It's very tight between Nydon and Queen Destiny.
Mighty Chelsea under jockey Roger Hewitt delivered for trainer Donovan Russell. Up Top Boss was second, with Queen Destiny and Nydon completing the top 4. Race 3 was a claiming event for horses 3 years old and upwards. Here's how the action unfolded as they raced going 1,200 meters.
1,200 meters, and they're off and racing. Royal Aviator and Pleasant Secret, those are the 2 at the back. Making the running, that is Mother Nature as they pass the 5. Mother Nature just the leader and hanging on to that lead. Super Amia is right there too. The favorite Just an Illusion is right there in third. Passing the 4, then comes Miss Linda Ray. Maribilis comes next. Tradition. After Tradition, Present Secret, and at the back, Royal Aviator. As they pass the 3, going toward the 2.5, it's Mother Nature in front. Hounded on the outside by Just an Illusion. In between horses, that's Super Amia. These are the 3 right against the rail. Maribilis looking dangerous though. And now Maribilis comes through with a good looking run. Maribilis in front. Maribilis in front. Off on the outside, that's Just an Illusion. In between horses, that is... and coming on, here comes Tradition though. Tradition, Maribilis in front of Tradition. Tradition trying to create the upset. Maribilis hanging on from Tradition, and I think Tradition beats Maribilis. Then comes Miss Linda Ray and Super Amia.
Under a determined effort by Dane Warrior Chief Nelson, Tradition secured the victory ahead of Mirabilis. Miss Linda Ray, Super Amia, and Just an Illusion completed the top 5. A field of 8 contested race 4, which was a maiden condition event, going 1,300 meters.
6.5 furlongs, that's the distance, and they're off and racing. Bangle Rebel and Silver Tap, those are the 2 that comes out at the back. But Little Red has speed, Northern Ridge on the outside. These are the 2 that goes forward. They're 3 lengths in front of Lyceum, then comes Savitar. Another 2 lengths before we come to Silver Tap recovering. Then comes Bad Boy Theodore and marginally racing at the back, that's Bangle Rebel. Passing the 4 furlong point, it is Northern Ridge and Little Red. They're mixing it up, Northern Ridge and Dick Cardenas. As I told you, Dick Cardenas looking for 700 win, and he's in front with Northern Ridge, just by a half a length off of Little Red. 4 lengths before we come to Lyceum racing in 3rd. 2 lengths away before we come to Savitar in 4th. And coming on from behind that Silver Tap. They at the top of the lane, 2 furlongs to the money, and Little Red fighting back. Northern Ridge on the outside, Little Red on the inside. This is where the race lies, on the outside. Silver Tap looking good on the outside, and I think this one is all over. Silver Tap on the outside, and now Silver Tap goes to from Little Red. Silver Tap kicking on. Silver Tap in front. Little Red trying to fight a rally, but Silver Tap maybe by 3 lengths. Little Red is 2nd. Lyceum is 3rd. Bad Boy Theodore is 4th.
Victory for Silver Tap to give apprentice Oshadane Robinson his first career win at Caymanas Park. Little Red came through for 2nd, followed by Lyceum and Bad Boy Theodore. Race 5 saw 10 competing in a 3-year-old and up claiming event. Here's the race call as they sprinted over 1,000 meters, or 5 furlong straight.
5 furlong straight. They're off. Fair start. Papito near to us along with a Nuclear Thunder. Dwayne Starr toward their inside as they're sorting themselves out. Over toward the far side, Beltane is racing up. Just in behind Beltane, that's a Loose Ball. As Mr. Universe in the yellow cap and the green silks now looks to chart the course as they run toward the quarter pole. It's Mr. Universe continuing to drift a bit, now drifting back toward the center. Chased all the while by Anaso as they now flash past the 2 furlong marker. Mr. Universe going at it with Anaso. These 2 now matching strides on the run to the furlong pole. Needing to do more Loose Ball on the far side with Sir Kel. Papito is under the stick, but they slip past the furlong pole and make their way inside the final 16th, and it's Mr. Universe battling to hold the challenge of Anaso. Mr. Universe comes charging in to win by almost 2.5 lengths. Close between Loose Ball and Anaso. Papito is out wide. In behind those, Drone Strike.
Leading rider Anthony Thomas secured the win aboard Mr. Universe for trainer Gregory Forsyth. The top 4 was completed by Papito, Loose Ball and Anaso. Race 6 saw 16 entries leaving the parade ring. However, only 15 broke from the starting gate as horse number 3, Amazonian King, was a very late scratch. This was another maiden condition event going 1,000 meters.
They're ready, they're off. Fair start. A Vanquisher is racing nearest to us. Letters in Gold racing in behind. A bridal blush is pumped along and asks for more speed. Mind that cat begins to tack across to the stand fence. Toward the center, Curlin's Flight leads that group on the far side as they run away with just about 3 furlongs remaining. Vanquisher looks to have the overall lead. In behind, Mind That Cat. Curlin's Flight in the center now asks for maximum revs. On the far side, 2 Diamond in the Sky as they come charging up inside the final quarter, and Vanquisher has stepped toward the center of the track. Curlin's Flight in his wake. On the far side, Diamond in the Sky. Under the stand fence, Letters in Gold and Bridal Blush, but it's Vanquisher continuing to lead them a merry chase inside the final furlong. Vanquisher out in front. Curlin's Flight drifting down to us. On the far side now, Diamonds in the Sky, but Vanquisher has them off their legs inside the final stages. Matthew Bennett and Vanquisher take it by maybe 5 lengths over Curlin's Flight. Close between JJ the Striker, Diamond in the Sky. Nakamura comes rushing home.
Vanquisher, under a mature ride by apprentice Matthew Bennett, secured the 6th event. Curlin's Fight, Diamond in the Sky, JJ the Striker, and Nakamura were the top 5 finishers. Race 7 was an exciting restricted stakes event and saw a small field of 7 competing over 1,500 meters.
She appears to be in, or part of the way in, now looks to be in. Field in line, sent off immediately. Old King Cole staggers out at the back. Glock gets a good start with Hoist the Mast, the speed on the outside. Got a Girl is running quickly as they charge down toward the final 6. Elitist has now moved through the field, and it's the grey Elitist who shows by a long neck. Got a Girl is chasing as they leave the 6. Hoist the Mast a length in behind them. They're followed up by Glock and OK Don running almost as a team. Behind them, She's My Destiny, and a long way last to the outclassed and outsped Old King Cole. They've left the 5 and run toward the half mile. The war continues up front. Elitist just in between horses. Got a Girl now asks for speed as they leave the half mile, and Elitist is sticking with Got a Girl. Hoist the Mast on their heels and running in third as the field begins to bunch up. OK Don is just in front of Glock. She's My Destiny on the outside as they flash past the 3, and at the back of the field remains Old King Cole as they come to the 5/16th. Hoist the Mast ridden differently. Looks to grab a slim lead. Elitist though is clinging to that rail run and cuts the corner, but Hoist the Mast is first into the lane. The rider quickly changing his hold. Here comes OK Don with a surge on the outside in the black cap. And it is One Don who snatches that lead as they run past the furlong pole. One Don with the advantage and beginning to open up over Hoist the Mast. Elitist left out of it. She's My Destiny trying to close, but it's all One Don and Robert Halladine powering away from them. One Don will win easily in the end by 5 or more over Hoist the Mast. Elitist, She's My Destiny.
At the end of the contest, One Don reigned supreme. Hoist the Mast was second, followed by Elitist, She's My Destiny, and Good A Girl. Race 8 was a restricted allowance contest and saw 9 entries compete over 1,100 meters.
They're often racing out on a limb, stepping slowly, but marginally though, as Casual Charm makes that running as they pass the 5. Casual Charm in front of Fabulosity El Gringo, coming around rivals, and El Gringo vying for that lead. Then comes Donald Mighty on the outside of Donald Mighty as they leave the 4. That's the Powers That Be. Then comes Nespers in 6th. 7th is It's a Beautiful Day. Out on a Limb is 8th, and 9th and last, that's Ali. They go towards the 2.5, passing the 2.5, and Casual Charm. Dick Cardenas and Casual Charm dictating terms. El Gringo on the outside. Here comes Donald Mighty up the rail, up the running rail, and Donald Mighty now it's the front. From Casual Charm back into second. El Gringo in third, right against the rail, and coming forward, that looks to be out on a limb. Fabulosity is there also, but Donald Mighty, this one is over, and Donald Mighty skittering away from them and will win by many lengths. Donald Mighty wins. Out on a limb is second. Race coming back into third, that's the Powers That Be.
Donald Mighty in the competent hands of Shane Ellis secured the victory, going 1 minute 8 seconds flat over the 1,100 meters. Out on a Limb was second, followed by the Powers That Be, Casual Charm, and Nez Pace. Race 9 was the feature event, the Supreme Venture's 20th anniversary trophy. The speedy duo of Patriarch and God of God, both from the stable of Fitzgerald Richards, were highly expected to return a 1-2 finish.
The Genius team up at the back after slow starts as they leave the 5. As expected, Patriarch goes for that lead. Deep Blue Sea rushing down on the outside of God of Love. Harry Strain not too far off them, running in 4th. A length and a half in behind them, Roy Rogers, as they leave the half mile and swing that turn for home. They're at the 7/16th. In behind Roy Rogers, a gap of 6 lengths opens up to Sebastian, and Desi the Genius trails. Patriarch continues to run the lead as they arrive at the 5/16th. A Deep Blue Sea on the outside, Harry Strain cutting the corner. God of Love now shaken up vigorously as they come into the lane. Can they catch this Patriarch? They leave the quarter pole behind. God of Love in the yellow cap over against the rail. Harry Strain in between horses and Deep Blue Sea running out 3 wide, but Patriarch continues to be fleet of foot with a furlong to run. The stick change quickly in the left hand. Here is God of Love now coming with a charge down against the rail. Patriarch driven to the max. God of Love now beginning to reel Patriarch in. Patriarch battling hard. Patriarch possibly just over God of Love, then Harry Strain and Deep Blue Sea. And if Patriarch has won, that's 700 wins for Dick Cardenas.
A heart-stopping stretch duel saw Patriarch ridden by Panamanian jockey Dick Cardenas, defeating his stablemate God of Love by a short head. Third went to Harry Strain, followed by Deep Blue Sea and Roy Rogers. Dick Cardenas' victory aboard Patriarch saw him securing his 700th career win at Caymanas Park, a truly remarkable achievement. Race 10 was another restricted allowance event. The field was reduced to 10 entries following the scratch of horse number 5, Battle Dancer. Here's how the final event unfolded as they raced 1,800 meters.
Field in line for the Valbert Marler Memorial Trophy. 9 furlongs. They're off for the Valbert Marlow. Coming away at the back, I Am a Citizen, left at the back early, as the rest now make their way toward the mile. Let Him Fly shows good speed with Fearless Champion. No Work Permit forming the line of 3, racing on the extreme outside. Big Daddy is some 4 lengths in behind them. These are chased up by Ascend City, asked to make ground. Just on his outside, High Diplomacy as they've left the 7. A gap opens up to Pharaoh It Is. My Time Now races in front of Helicopter. Toward the back of the field and last, it's I Am a Citizen. They've left the 6. A moderate pace being set. Let Him Fly does it by just about 2 lengths. Fearless Champion, tail swishing in the breeze, races back in second. A gap of 5 lengths opens up to Big Daddy. There goes Sen City. Toward the outside, High Diplomacy overtaking stablemate No Work Permit. A gap of 3 to Helicopter and Pharaoh It Is. My Time Now races next. And at the back of the field, it's I Am a Citizen. They've left the half mile. They're approaching the final 7/16th. Let Him Fly attempts to go all the way. Fearless Champion now wound up and asked to go in chase as they run past the 3. It is Let Him Fly, the lead being cut as Fearless Champion now slices into it on the run past the 5/16th. In behind them, Big Daddy has made progress, but they will come into the lane. Sen City is also beginning to run on, but goes wide as Fearless Champion now snatches the lead from Let Him Fly. Big Daddy comes with a run down against the rail. Helicopter is asked to sprout wings along with Sen City, but down the stretch, Fearless Champion under pressure, tremendous pressure. Big Daddy applies it vice-like on the inside. It's Big Daddy just from Fearless Champion. Big Daddy and Dane Dawkins. Fearless Champion refusing to quit and trying to come again. Big Daddy digs in and wins the Valbert Marlow from Fearless Champion. Close between Sen City and Helicopter. Let Him Fly is 5th.
Another thrilling battle in deep stretch saw Big Daddy and the jockey Dane Dawkins securing the victory to hand trainer Gary Sabrati his 3rd win of the day. Fearless Champion had to settle for 2nd, followed by Sen City, Helicopter and Let Him Fly. So on a day when Panamanian jockey Dick Cardenas secured his 700th career win at Caymanas Park, Gary Sabrati enjoyed the greatest success among trainers with 3 wins, having saddled Rackaway in the first event, One Done in the 7th, and Big Daddy in the 10th and final. Well, this has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show.